Hello all. Today I'm going to explain a module about how to create a registration form using a JavaScript program. Here's the program display on the screen. Okay, first thing you have to give the HTML lang equal to ing. HTML lang equal to ing is the opening tag of the HTML document that declares the start of the HTML document with HTML tag. And it specifies the language of the document content using lang attribute. So en stands for English. It helps the search engine, screen recorders and browsers understand the language used in the page content. So this is the thing we are going to see this. HTML lang equal to en is English. Next thing, we are giving the title tag and the registration form. In this title tag, we are giving the registration form as a title, and moving on to the style tag, we are giving the body. Inside the body, we are giving the font family as Arial and sans serif, and its background color is hash F4 F4 F4. So the background color F4 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 is the CSS style sheet property that sets the background color of the HTML document in light gray background. Padding 20 pixel. Padding control is used to control the internal spacing. This is the padding 20 pixel. Okay. So 20 pixel means of padding all the four sides like top, bottom, right, left equally 20 pixels. Okay. Moving on to the next thing is container. Okay. Contain here we're giving width equal to 300 pixels, background is hash FFF, padding is 20 pixels, margin is auto, box shadow is 0, 0, 10 pixel, RGBA, and in this parameter we are giving 0, 0, 0 and 0.1. And with this we are giving the border radius as 8 pixels. Okay, so what it explains? I'll explain it now. With 300 pixels. Okay, with 300 pixels, what will happen here is sets the width of the container to 300 pixels, and background hash FFF is nothing but the color which is white in the background, and padding 20 pixel. Of course we know about the padding. As I said before, it pads the inside the container between the content and the border equally, top, right, left, bottom as 20 pixels. Next thing is margin is auto. So margin auto, why we are giving this margin auto? It sets the horizontally centers the container, which when used with fixed width and block display. And we are going for box shadow. Here it is box shadow. Okay, here box shadow, we are having the value as 0, 0, 10 pixels. RGBA in the parameter, we are giving the value as 0, 0, 0 and 0.1. It applies the soft shadow around the container. What the first 0 represents? Horizontal offset. The second 0 represents vertical offset. 10 pixels. Yes, here it blurred the radius as 10 pixels and RGBA 0, 0, 0.1, which refers just 10% of opacity in black color. That is very, very, very light black color in the box shadow. Okay. Next thing is border radius. Border radius we're giving the value as 8 pixel. Right, okay. It rounds the corner of the container with 8 pixel radius. That is the border radius. Okay. Next thing we are going to see is input type equal to text, input type equal to email, input type equal to password, which is nothing but we are going to give an input as a text format, and we are setting input as email and password, who's with this 100% and padding is 10 pixel, margin of course 8 pixel, border as 1 pixel solid, and border radius is 4 pixels. As I said before, the border radius rounds the corner of the container with the 4 pixel radius here. Next thing we are going for a button. So button we are going to set the width as 100%, padding is 10 pixels, background color is #4285F4, which is nothing but a blue color, and the color is white. The white represents the text color of the button. See, in this output, we are having the blue color as a background, and the text is white in color. And then border is none, border radius is 4 pixels, as I said before, around the corner of the container, with a 4 pixel of radius, and the cursor pointer. Next thing is button hover. Okay, button hover background color is #357AE8. Okay, what it will tell? Button hover targets any button tag with when it's being hovered. Background color of #357AE8 changes the background color of the button to a blue shade during the hover, like this. So this is we know that background color is blue. When we move over this cursor, it shades like dark blue, right? So this is what the hover will do. Okay, then we are going to see the error part. If any error comes, it shows in a red color, and its font size is 0.9, and we are closing the style tag, head tag, and the body tag. Okay, next thing, div division tag class container. H2 register is the thing we are going to give. So H2 stands like it increases the font size. So register is the font which is that increases the size like H2. Form ID equal to registration form. Here's the thing, we are going to give these things as a registration form, like input type equal to text and ID equal to name. So we are going to type the full name here, and the input type is email, the ID equal to email. We are going to type the email address. So this thing represents the placeholder, and the input type is password, ID equal to password, placeholder equal to password, input type equal to password, and this thing is confirm password. So we are going to give two passwords. One is two should match each other. So confirm password, placeholder equal to confirm password, which is required. In the division tag class error, if anything error happened, then it will display it. So error message will also we are going to give in this. So button type equal to submit. When we submit that, like submit is the button we are going to give for the register text. So in this form, we are seeing that register text as a submit button. If we give this submit button, what will show? The error will be displayed as please fill out this field. We have to fill all this field and give the submit button. Okay. Document.get element by ID. Here the thing we are going to get the input values what we are giving into the form, and then value that ID we are giving the output. So get document.get element ID registration form dot add event listener. In the bracket we are giving submit and the function with the parameter of event.prevent default. This event.prevent default, which is used to prevent the form. Here I gave this, which is given to prevent the form from submitting the button. Okay. So constant name equal to document dot. Oh, before that I have to say something. This Java line attaches the event listener to a form with the ID registration form and listens for the submit event. Okay. So okay, document.get by ID registration form, which finds the HTML element with ID registration form, and dot event listener. Here we're giving the dot event add event listener. So dot add event listener submit function event that adds the listener that triggers the function when the form is submitted. And the function event says the function that will run when the submit event occurs. That is, the event parameter represents the event object which can be used to prevent the default action like actually submitting the form. Okay, next thing, the const name document.get element ID name value.trim. email id equal to the same thing, document.get element id, email value.trim, password. Likewise, we are giving all the things what we are going to get as an input. We have to give this in the const variable. And then next one is basic validation. If name, email id and password and also confirm password was not displayed in the form, and what will the error message displayed is error message dot text content equal to all fields are required, like this. Please fill out this field. Okay, next thing, if the password and its length is less than 6, okay, the error message was displayed as password must be at least 6 character. So we are going to give a sample password is 412 AS ash, and we are giving the email ID as dreamsanimo@gmail.com. Confirm password is the same thing which we are given. What will show? It shows the error. The password must be at least 6 characters. What we are given in the program, the password must be at least 6 characters. And then, okay, if the password and the confirm password is not matched, what will happen? What will the next step? That is, the error message will be displayed as the password do not match. Okay, I'll give the password here is 1 2 3, and here I give the password as 3 2 1. What will happen? 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 7. Okay, I'm so sorry. What will happen? The password do not match error message will display. Okay, and then clear error and show the success. If we type all the things as in correct manner, what will happen is we are giving the alert message as registration successful in the coding, that will display in the form. See, if I gave this password as 1 2 3 4 5 6, and here also 1 2 3 4 5 6, what will happen? If I click register, that is, if I want submit button, what will happen? This page says the registration successful. Name as Ash, email as dreamsanimo@gmail.com. Okay, if I click OK, what will happen? It resets all the things. That is what I type in this program. Optionally, like clearing the form, document.get element by ID, the registration form dot reset. So in this, we are going to give the resetting all the text the input what we are given in the form. So after clicking OK, we have to it should get reset. Okay, so this is the thing we have learned about how to create a registration form using JavaScript. Thank you.